formalities. I think I want to comment on the MPFL trophy being brought to the venue because Rivers United, they'll be playing at home against Casina, and the Korodu City will be playing against Rangers, who are top of the league by a point against Rivers United. It's too if you look at the way PSG celebrated that title, they could not celebrate at Parc des Princes, which is Damgan. They had to take like 30 minutes before the game against Paris, their close neighbor, for them to celebrate. So one thing that is very circumstance is the fact that everything must play at the same time across the red venues. So whoever wins the title, and that is between Rivers and Rangers, they can have their celebration. They can have their title parade. Unlike what we saw with Remo Stars that season, we know that it was Remo Stars that were going to win it because none catch up with them. So as it is right now, we just have to bear it the way it is. Whoever wins will be handed the trophy. We might just be delayed, but I am kind of hopeful that it's going to be in the venue where I'm going to be because I think I've only seen one MPFL trophy in all my years in journalism, and that was the one that
what do you mean? Damn, what do you mean by it's going to be where you are going to be? What do you mean by that?
Yes, I mean that where I'm going to be, like the game I'm going to watch. That's what I'm saying.
Which game are you going to watch?
Yes, the one in Lagos, of course. Rangers and Ikorodu City. Because
so Rangers will come and beat Ikorodu City.
See, Jeremiah. It is not about coming to come and beat. It is about may the best man win. It is not about. There is so much at stake here.
Decided for them already now. And you're not saying may the best man.
Jeremiah, it's too early to go into this hot stuff. Good evening, everyone. Sorry that I spoke that. Sorry that I spoke in the at my introduction. I hope that we can have a good time together in this section. Yeah, Jeremiah, over to you.
Oga Boys fans, this is your opposition. Damn, she had already permutated. She had already pre-planned. Like she had proposed in her mind. She had already concluded that idea that Rangers will beat Ikorodu. And you know the dream. Continental football has not the last time continental football came to Lagos was during the days of MFM. It was Fidelis Ilechukwu. Okay, that's even fine. So now Fidelis Ilechukwu is either he makes Ikorodu City get continental football, or he denied them the opportunity because he was the last coach to have made a Lagos team played on the continent. I don't cook this one. Okay, let's start with the Redemption City tournament. They're talking about the grassroots. I love grassroots a lot. That's where we draw strength, talent, not so. For us to continue, for sustainability, grassroots needs to continue. Grassroots tournament needs to be developed, needs to go higher. Okay, let's talk about the table right now. Dove FC tops the table with 9 points. Best Talent also 9 points. And also Rema, 9 points. I don't know what's going to happen right now, but the game have been played off so far. Dove and Best Talent, they all progress to the next round. Magboro, 10 points. Millie, 8 points as well. And also, they also have progressed to the next round. KIC, 10 points. Future Bright, FA, 8 points as well, too. That is the way it is there. In that structure. Let me see. Let me also talk about Ravens. Ravens 12 points. Baraka FC 6 points. Both teams have also progressed to the next round. Let's talk about the games that were played over the weekend. Ravens defeated King Athletic by 2-1. Baraka against Zion Star by 2-1. And also, let's talk about Magboro, who defeated Porters. Porters could not port anything. They were defeated. They were ported to the lost zone. 3-0. Millie defeated the Envoys by 3-1. And also Best Talent. They were the best side in that game against Harmony by 3-0. Dove defeated Rema by 3-2. And YKSC also defeated Young Boys by 3-1. Future Bright defeated Flexi 89 FC by 2-0 to nil. And that was just the way the games were. I believe when we get to the next round, we'll get to see, maybe one of the coordinators get to join us and get to know what are the plans so far, what are the things they've done, and what are the things they anticipate to do going forward in the next round of the tournament. I know Dami has already set the precedence, and let's see if we can just start continue from there. And let's talk about the Nigerian Premier Football League. It's gonna be the biggest game. Finidi George is looking to win his second MPFL title. Fidelis Ilechuku the same. Ikorodu City, they missed by whiskers last season a continental spot. And this time around, they are looking at to get a spot. Yes, when it comes to continental football. Where we also have Shooting Stars, Oluyole Warriors at one point. Don't forget, some 26 years ago, 27 years ago, that was the last time Shooting Stars got a chance on the continent. And right now, they are looking at a team who had owed this spot with one end and trying to grab it with a second. And this time it's going to be a tougher one for them. For anybody that comes close, because Shooting Stars are also looking out to break the historic record and the deadlock, just the way Arsenal wants to break a 20-year-old deadlock. Now, don't forget that the Champions League final May 30th, and also the EPL as well too. It's been long. The year 2003, 2004. I have a friend. He's an Arsenal fan. Yes, he has been supporting Arsenal. He's the elder brother, an Arsenal fan. Himself to an Arsenal fan. I don't know if his daddy is also an Arsenal fan. But he used to tell me back then, some 10 years ago, some 12 years ago, he would always quote it to say in the year 2003, 2004, and Arsenal were unbeatable, and Patrick Vieira, the captain of the team, lifted the trophy. That is what he used to say. I believe right now, maybe something is going to change. He's not going to quote those old story again. He's going to go to the latest one. Maybe it's going to be in the year 2026 and the year 2025 and 2026 season. Yes, and Saka and Odegaard lifted the title, and Mikel Arteta became the Messiah. Hopefully, they have a game with Burnley this evening, and we will see what's going to happen. The poll line is open. It's 7,917,917. Okay, Dami, before we move away from the Nigerian League, let's talk about the relegation battles. Because we cannot talk about teams that want to promote and teams that want to win the league, and not talk about those that want to get out of the league. You know what I mean? Dami, are you still here with me? Okay, I'm trying to get through to Dami. I don't know, the network is breaking there.
Yes, can you hear me?
Perfect, I can hear you. I said let's talk about the teams that looks like if they are going to get out of the league. Wiki Tourists, they're already confirmed. They're out already. Bayelsa, out. Now, it's between Niger Tornadoes and Warri Wolves. Niger Tornadoes have a game at home against Shooting Stars. If Shooting Stars beat Niger Tornadoes,
yes, they'll go for continental. But Jeremiah, it is not as simple as it is, because I think about 3 days ago I went thoroughly to the MPFL table to go and check the margins of the person in first and the person in second. And if you look at everything, there is Academy Warriors who are also in a very tricky situation. They have 47 points. So going from Kano Pillars, I think they are 10th. From Kano Pillars to 9th, every team that falls below Kano Pillars, they are at the risk of relegation because they just have a point margin. So the last game can determine a lot of it. So nobody's okay. We have two parts that
is not safe. Is that what you are telling me?
They are not. So if you look at it from beyond Kano's, because I think Kano have about 49 points, which means that they are safe. From beyond Kano, every other team that follows next, they are in danger. So is that the only person that I know that is kind of in a very good situation is the fact that Kun Khalifa, who are having a miraculous run. Reason why? Because they started the season very slowly, and so many people thought they would be relegated because of sometimes they were not even able to honor games because of financial reasons. Sometimes players even were not playing games because they were not playing
Jesus.
Yeah, so now they are home. If they win their last home game, Kun Khalifa are safe. If they draw their last home game, they are partially safe. So whatever happens on last match day, every team has to be involved.
Okay, let me add some perspective. Let me add one or two perspectives to this thing. Kun Khalifa will be playing Wiki Tourists, who have already been confirmed relegated in the league. Already they came and they're back. Yes, Rivers United will be playing Casina. Better assurance against Remo Stars. Can Remo Stars travel all the way to the Samuel Gbomedia Stadium to get a point at least? A Korodu City against Enugu Rangers. What's going to happen there at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena? It's a game that you don't want to miss. I remembered vividly. Ikorodu City is about to miss another spot. Don't forget last season, Remo Stars defeated Ikorodu City to win the league. It's looking as if their lives have been tied as a decider for league champions. That is the way Ikorodu City are being structured right now. My God, I don't even know what to say, but it's I don't want to say I'm being emotional right now because the way Ikorodu City looks like, it looks as if things are not maybe things are not working for their good at the moment because that's it. But let's leave that aside. Niger Tornadoes as well too. They also will also be welcoming Shooting Stars Oluyole Warriors. Tornadoes are still looking at a way to escape relegation. That's it. But Oluyole Warriors too, they are also looking at how they can also get a continental ticket. And that's also that again there. And also, let's also talk about Plateau United and Kano Pillars in that perspective too as well. Kano Pillars are also trying to avoid relegation because everything is still so tight. Because everything is so tight, things can happen overnight. And also, when we put it there, we can also talk about Bayelsa, who have already been confirmed relegated. I don't understand how Bayelsa got relegated because if you look at Bayelsa at one point, they came to Lagos and they really played so well. Barau FC against Nasarawa, Warri Wolves against Abia Warriors. Warri Wolves too as well too. They need to win the game against Abia Warriors. Abia Warriors are also looking at what can happen. Kunkalivat against Wiki Torres. So that means let's start with this. Last season, Ikorodu City had the last game against Remo Stars. It was a Southwestern derby. That game could have been the decider for them to have played on the continent. That game, they lost it. Now again, they had a chance of playing on the continent, and they now have to play Rangers, who also wants to win the league. Why is their life so tied to league deciders, like potential league winners or champion prospect? Why is their life so tied? Because I feel for them a lot. I don't know why their life is so tied like that. Tammy.
Okay, Jeremiah, I think I'm going to make reference to what you said. Like initially, when I said that I wish that the title will be where I am, where I'm going to be by weekend to watch the game. And you said something like, Ikorodu directors
You don't
or
want to be in
Ikorodu
Port
fans.
Harcourt? I can sponsor you to Port
Yeah,
Harcourt.
so now the thing is, I think Ikorodu this season are not too bad. If I'm very, very right about my statistics, they are one of the very few teams that were able to hold their force at home. Every other teams faltered, but they were able to. I think they had about 80 to 85% home win. But their major issues, which they need to work on, is having to take wins. We know that it's difficult to take wins away, but there are some underdog teams that you have to get a result. At once you pick a point. Because this point, a point here, a point there, before you know it, these things are very, very important. And now we are seeing it now. The same thing happened against Remo. Even though Remo had already won the title before Ikorodu, so even if Remo had lost the game against Ikorodu, Remo will still be crown champions. But then we know the bragging rights and we know the rivalry, the bitter rivalry between Ikorodu and Remo Stars. So now coming back to this, I think Fidelis Ilesiku, let me not take anything away from him, has done a very good job. Because remember, Jeremiah, this Ilesiku is the same person with this what's his name? Ijabol. Both of them went for nationalities. And we saw that a team suffered because of the absence of the coach. And then a team recovered because the Rangers from nowhere mixed table following
See the way they drop a team suffered, a team recovered.
no,
Agba. Okay.
yes. Yes. So if you look at it, they were able to compete, and now they are where they are. See, it's not about you want to go to continent. If you want to do this, you have to do your job. It's Rangers have done their job today. They couldn't have to do their job, and their job is win against Rangers. If you don't win, is the end. So I just feel there's no need to play sympathy play here. There's not you just have to get your job done. And thankfully for them, it's going to be in front of their own fans. So they have everything to their advantage. But then may the best man wins. The person that has the most to win is the person that will win the game. And Rangers know that if they draw, they are in big soup because there's almost certainty that Rivers United will win against Casina because Casina they are not going to confederation, they are not going for relegation, they have nothing to lose. Do you understand me?
Okay, let's just take let's take story out of football right now. Let's talk about athletics. Nigeria ends African Athletic Championship with 12 medals. That's a good one to talk about. Yes, talking about Nigerian concluded the 24th African Athletic Championship with 12 medals. After the women's 4x400-meter relay team delivered a commanding gold medal performance on the final day of the competition, the captains of Esther Okon, Toiba Jimo, Jensita Lawrence, and Patience Okonjo successfully defended Nigeria's title in the event, clocking at 3 minutes 29 seconds to finish comfortably ahead of Ethiopia and Kenya on Sunday. And also the victory assured team Nigeria ended the competition with 4 gold, 5 silver, and 3 bronze, placing 4th overall behind Kenya, South Africa, and Ethiopia in the final stage. And also, don't forget that if you look at it from that aspect, we talk about the Diamond League too, where Toby Amusha as well too. She made another commanding performance. But as well, you look at it, it says that Toby targets World Ultimate Champs qualifiers, and also talking about Toby Amusha set sights on qualification of the World Ultimate Championship after opening a 2026 season with a strong start, following a gold medal at the African Championship and a brilliant finish at the Shanghai Diamond League. The world record holder began a campaign by winning gold at the African Championship in Ghana on Wednesday before traveling directly to Shanghai, where she finished third in the women's 100-meter hurdles on Saturday in a 12.41 second. And also, despite demanding schedule and limited recovery time, Toby produced a commanding performance in a high-quality field led by Olympic champion Mesa Russell, who won in a meeting record and world-leading 12.25 second. According to Tommy, she admitted fatigue and also because of the travel condition. She said, and I quote, "I'm just incredibly excited to have finished in top 3," she said after the race. And according to the Olympics was come. But like right now, Toby will be focusing on looking towards what's ahead of her in the athletics season. That's it from Toby Musa as well. Nigeria is doing well. And also talking about the fact that another Nigerian won title, talking about Kelechi Iheanacho, who also won a title, yes, with Celtic, yes, over the weekend. Okay, we just need to take a break right now. We'll be back. Don't forget, you can write down the phone number, 07917 917 07000 917 917. We'll be back after this time out.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Nigeria, a nation of many languages and many tribes. We will stand together, live and grow together. United we stand, united we thrive. This message is brought to you by Women Radio WFM 91.7 FM.
HB 1349 ní nọ́mbà ìwé òfin ilé aṣòfin 1349. HB 1349 ó wà fún àwọn ipò tí a fi pamọ́ sílẹ̀ fún àwọn obìnrin ní ilé aṣòfin àgbà, ilé aṣòfin aṣojú àti àwọn ilé aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀. Tí o bá fọwọ́ sí HB 1349, ìjọba wa yóò dára sí i. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a panupọ̀ kí a sọ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ilé aṣòfin wa kí wọ́n dìbò fún HB 1349 fún Nàìjíríà tó dára. Tí o bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ Nàìjíríà, ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún HB 1349 kí o fi ìfilọ̀ yìí ránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Ìkéde yìí wá láti Women Radio 91.7.
Remember how mom would wake up early, make us breakfast, and on our uniform?
We have to do something special for her.
So let's make this money first.
Praise your mom with a trip to Zanzibar this 2026 in the 3 Crowns Mom of the Year competition. Write a note using each letter of her name and submit with a picture of 5,000 naira worth of 3 crowns on www.3crowns.com.ng or at our collection centers for your chance to win. T's and C's apply. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms. Happy families.
The most anticipated Women Radio Children's Day Fun Fair 2026 is here. Join us on Wednesday, 27 May, as we transform the day into a magical wonderland just for you. From table tennis and trampolines to a mega slide, train rides, gather town, gift packs, and much more. Venue is Arepo Community Primary School Arepo. Ticket is 5,000 naira only. There will be discounts for bringing more than 3 kids. So, mark your calendars for May 27th. And let's have fun together. For ticket and vendor booking, call 080-600-92137 or 090-5555-8668. Email sales@wfm917.com.
otu ụmụ nwaanyị ga-agbasa ozi Women Radio Membership n'olu bekee na-ejikọ gị na ụmụ nwaanyị azụmahịa ndị ọzọ, ndị ọchụnta ego, ụmụ akwụkwọ, ndị nlekwa ezinụlọ, ndị ọrụ ugbo na ndị ezumike nka dị na steeti 36 nke Naijiria. Dịka onye otu ụmụ nwaanyị igwe mgbasa ozi, azụmahịa gị bụ nke a ga-akwalitere gị n'efu n'igwe mgbasa ozi ụmụ nwaanyị. Ị ga-enwetakwazi ihe nrite ihe ọma ndị dị ịtụnanya dị iche iche ma nwetakwazi ohere ịnọ ma sonyere ihe omume anyị gasị. Tinye Women Radio app n'ekwentị gị taa gị wee nụrụ olu gị n'igwe mgbasa ozi. Debanye aha n'efu na wfm917.com ma gbaa mbọ hụ na ị na-esonyere otu chịkọtara ụmụ nwaanyị igwe mgbasa ozi. Ọ nwere nzikọrịta ozi Facebook, ọ bụ otu ma Alpha Foundation and Nigeria Media Innovation Program NAMIP na HITAP ha na-akwado otu a bụ Women Radio Membership.
Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now. Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
Ayé ìgbádùn tó fẹ́ jẹ, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń ná owó rẹ̀. Ètò tuntun tó ń bọ̀ lórí Women Radio 91.7 yóò kọ́ ọ bí a ṣe ń náwó, bí a ṣe ń tọ́jú owó, àti bí o ṣe lè ní owó tó pọ̀ jaburata. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, Amọ́ni yóò kọ́ ọ ní ètò ìṣúná bí o ṣe lè lo owó rẹ̀ lọ́nà tó tọ́ àti lọ́nà tó yẹ. Lórí Amọ́ni, kò sáyè ìsápamọ́ lórí kó o yáwó, kò sáyè ọ̀nkú bí o tí ì jẹun bẹ̀ yẹn. A ó kọ́ ọ bí o ṣe ń náwó, bí o ṣe ń tọ́jú owó, àti bí o ṣe lè dá wà láàyè ara rẹ̀. Pàdé wa lórí Women Radio 91.7 ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Tuesday láago 3:00 ọ̀sán. Women Radio 91.7 ohùn fún obìnrin. Amọ́ni, gbogbo obìnrin ní láti gbọ́.
Are you a business owner, freelancer, or salary earner in Lagos State? Taxes are not just bills to pay. Taxes are investments to develop your Lagos and your future. Women Radio, WFM 91.7, in partnership with Lagos Internal Revenue Service, LIRS, bring you Tax Radio every Wednesday at 5 p.m. and every Friday at 6:05 p.m. with tax experts on your tax rights and tax obligations in Lagos. Tax Radio with LIRS on Women Radio, WFM 91.7, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. and Fridays at 6:05 p.m. Empower yourself with your tax rights and obligations in Lagos.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Okay, yes, welcome back to the Sports Radio Show on your favorite frequency, WFM 91.7 Women Radio. And we've started a conversation. We spoke about the MPFL earlier, and now we're looking at the EPL, talking about what's happening. Sam joined us already all the way from London. Samuel is here to grace the occasion. I'm so happy that Samuel is joining today, because Arsenal, after this show, Arsenal will be playing. So whatever Samuel says, I will hold him by his words. Yeah, Samuel, welcome.
Good evening. Good evening, Jeremiah. Good evening, Dami. Good evening, everybody. Nice to be back.
Yes, welcome. It's nice to have you.
It's I think for all Arsenal fans tonight against Burnley is very important because I think this will be the game that really puts one hand on the EPL trophy for what they have worked.
One hand on bottle trophy.
I say one hand on the EPL trophy
and another hand on another bottle.
Yeah, you can you can reserve the bottle for me. I don't mind, but
okay. The fans are going to drink the bottle. The players are going to hold the trophy.
No,
I love that.
We'll do both. We'll do both. You give me bottle and you give me trophy. I'll be still be jubilating.
So it's not going to be the story of finally the Bottling FC finally hold the trophy. Finally, you can see. Yes, it's not going to be. You can see the players with the trophy and also the bottle for years, for over 20 years. They've always been holding the bottle, but today they have now laid their hand on the trophy. The boys have become men, and the men have grown to take authority. And you guys need to pay me with some of the poetic words I've been using for you guys. You guys need to reach out to me.
but as you've said, I really think tonight is the night that Arsenal really put the season to bed. I think if they when they beat Burnley tonight, I say when because
destiny is in their own hands.
Yes, exactly. It's 2 points, but you beat Burnley tonight, it becomes 5. I think if they beat Burnley tonight, that will be the season done for the Premier League. Arsenal will win the trophy, for the one trophy that they've been craving for the last 20 years. So that's my own.
Now let's talk about some stats here. Arsenal's record against already relegated sides states that Arsenal have defeated them 10 times in 10 matches. So which means Arteta is going with an arsenal, with an armory of history in favor of him tonight against Burnley. Most importantly, at the Emirates Stadium. This is a game that I don't think I think all forces should align for Arteta. But Burnley, on the other hand, they have nothing to lose. They will be looking for a last straw, something to bank on. At least, if we are going to relegate, let us hold somebody along. At least, let us spoil. That's the real meaning of spoiler. If Burnley beat Arsenal tonight, that is the real meaning of spoiler. There's nothing like spoiling when a team is drawing and I want him like Chelsea now that they are just beating them like Chelsea that they are beating them black and blue. That's not spoiling. That's not. If Nottingham Forest beat Chelsea, that's not a spoiler. They are in the same category. But if Burnley beat Arsenal tonight, that is the real spoiler, because the great thing that they've been cooking. Oh my God. Okay, Mikel Arteta needs to do something. Arsenal has 79 points. Burnley has 21 points. The phone line is open. 07917 07000 You can join us via YouTube. Yes, drop your comment there. Let's get your reaction. Go to WFM Women Radio on YouTube and stream live. Okay, we still have the conversation. Arsenal, whatever they do tonight is going to affect the league and also going to affect the Champions League. Yes. Let's just take a break and we'll be back. Okay, we're still talking about Arsenal. Let me also put it there that a lot of transfers have been ongoing. Presently now, what is really happening across the world is transfers of managers. So managers are leaving, some are staying, some are still shaky. I trust my dearest league, MPFL. Their managers are going to be sacked. The man is going to, the moment the game, they ended the game. I remember when MFM relegated, it was after the game that they already, the coach already knew that he's going already. There's no time to check time. Okay, let's put it there. We've been in charge of the rival club. Don't forget, Chelsea and Liverpool, they don't used to be good. They don't used to be in good times. Right now, Rafa Benitez, one of the coaches that has coached both Liverpool and Chelsea, Xabi Alonso, he's a product of Liverpool. He has never coached Liverpool before, but he has the blood of Liverpool, and he will be in charge of Chelsea. Now, something is different. One of the reasons why Pochettino left was because he was made the head coach, not the manager. But the contract of Xabi Alonso states that he's going to be the manager at the Stamford Bridge. And being the manager means that he's going to control everything, just like Mikel Arteta. Xabi Alonso is going to control a lot of things. 44-year-old Xabi Alonso. I think this is the rave. This is the moment of young coaches in the EPL. Michael Carrick will stay at Manchester United. His contract has been extended till next year. For another 12 months, Michael Carrick is going to be in charge of Manchester United. That's another young coach. We have Mikel Arteta, who still remains in Arsenal, and also Xabi Alonso, who also starts his own program. He's going to start his job, his ministry, at the 1st of June 2026. Welcome, Xabi. I believe you've learned a lot of lessons from what happened to you in Madrid, and you're going to put a lot of perspective. You're going to do so well in Chelsea. You have young stars, Nonimadu, okay? You have young stars. You have the likes of Enzo. Maybe Enzo Fernandez is going to stay back, seeing that Xabi Alonso, he's now in charge of the club. And also, let me also put it there to you quickly. Let me add that to you that
Jeremiah, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Jeremiah?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. I think it's July 1. So it means
July
that
1,
he's going to take charge of yes. I think he's going to take charge of their international break. Their preseason. So from preseason he takes charge at the end of the season. So that's just what we have.
Yes.
And to add to your point that maybe Enzo Fernandez might say, do you know that Xabi is one of the most productive midfielders in terms of numbers? Not bad if you check him as a midfielder. So, and we saw the way he worked with Rohit, who is at Liverpool. We saw the way he worked with Havertz. We saw the way he worked with Palacios. So many top midfielders. And I'm sure that some of these Chelsea players, and we should not forget Jeremy Frimpong, something that he can replicate with Luis James. So I'm sure that's going to be a new lease of life for these Chelsea players.
Tactically, the formation he plays with, the 4-2-2-1 formation. Sometimes he plays the 3-2-3-1. He has a lot of funny formations, the guy. But anyways, let's see as it goes. Hopefully they are able to get that. Okay, let's talk about Hansi Flick. I told you that some coach will be staying, some will be leaving. Hansi Flick has also extended his stay at the Nou Camp there too as well too. And also let's talk about some players. Casemiro, yes, yesterday after the game against Nottingham Forest, Casemiro, the Manchester United fans said goodbye. It's been a good ride with you guys. Yes, I've really stayed longer. I think it's time for me to leave. We don't know where. Some are saying Saudi. I'm not confirmed yet where he will be going at the moment. Casemiro will be leaving Manchester United, and unfortunately, he won't be leaving with trophy this season. But he had won the FA Cup, won the Carabao with them. I think that's it. But let's talk about Bruno Fernandes. Bruno recorded his 20th assist yesterday against Nottingham Forest, and that set him in the record with the likes of Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne. Now the question: don't forget, Bruno Fernandes has won. He won the Sport Writers Award, Player of the Season, a record that was last won by Manchester United player 16 years ago by Wayne Rooney. And just with one game left, the tendency is that Bruno Fernandes will surpass the duo of Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne. And this makes us look at it that, okay, we have a caller. Okay, let's take it. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello. Good morning. Yeah, good evening. This is Obina.
Obina.
Obina from Aja.
Hey, big man. How are you doing?
Obina from Aja. Fine.
Okay. Let's get your contribution.
Yeah, I want to make a comment today, and I want you to take a note of it.
Okay.
So now, we win today's match.
Okay.
But they will carry the league tomorrow. Arsenal will win today's match, but they will carry the league tomorrow because Man City, I don't think it's possible for Man City to win the match tomorrow.
This is a revelation.
Because the match want to again, they want to qualify for Champions League, so they must draw that match, meaning Arsenal will win the league tomorrow.
And in Bournemouth right now, they are in the 6th position. They've already made it to the Europa. Do they need to go to the Champions League? Do you think that it's worth it? Oh, yes, ended the call. Bournemouth right now has 55 points, and they are in the 6th position. They have qualified for the Europa League as we speak. Brighton has 53 points behind. But if you look at it, if Bournemouth loses this game, based on status, and their next game, let me check. Who are they playing against? Their next game. And Bournemouth so far, they've not lost any game in their last. They defeated Arsenal. They've not lost in their last 10 games. They've been boxing with several draws and some wins. And they have Forest their last game of the season. So, Man City, Bournemouth. What's going to happen? Okay.
I would just like to add that Bournemouth, as you said, they've not lost in quite some time. They beat Arsenal. It shows that they are not a pushover side. You can see them there in 6th place.
Man City too must collect, Abi.
They must they must collect. But I'm saying, for a Bournemouth side like that, you have to remember this is a Bournemouth side that lost the legs. They lost a lot of their defenders to big moves in Europe last summer. They also lost their key man, Semenyo, to Man City. So it's credit to them, and a big well done to the manager for still going strong with his team and the position that they are in now. They are sitting in the Europa League places, soon to qualify. So it's a big well done to them.
So, if you look at, let's still stick to Arsenal Burnley. Okay, no, before that, let's talk about Bruno Fernandes. Does he deserve the award? Bruno Fernandes, 20 assists for players like Chechko and some of the rest. And right now, it looks as if he has written his name in the Hall of Fame when it comes to one of the outstanding midfielders in the APL. For you, do you think he deserves it?
I think he does, but the trophies, the trophy count is lacking.
Yes, it undermines it.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that people will probably say, oh, Bruno Fernandes this, Bruno Fernandes that. In fact, Bruno Fernandes has carried that Manchester United team since he arrived many, many years ago. So he has really carried that team as well, because the team has been through a lot. And if not for Fernandes, who knows where Manchester United would be now. So yeah, it's a big well done to him. And if he gets one more assist, maybe the last game of the season, it will be really, really good. Really good.
Okay, let's talk about the team news. The players will be starting today. Raya Mascara, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Rice, Eze, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, Havertz. Gyökeres is not starting tonight. What's really wrong? I don't know why you don't want to start Gyökeres. Sam, did you have that conversation with your coach?
I don't know. This is news to me. The coach didn't come and consult me in my office.
But for me, Lewis Kelly is meant to start because this game, I don't think this game is one and is an anyhow game that Arsenal should joke with.
Sorry, say that again, please.
I felt Lewis Kelly should start the game instead of maybe having to use whatever. I don't know. I felt like Lewis Kelly should start the game and Odegaard should sit back. Odegaard should be on the bench. For me, Odegaard sometimes might not really want to play the big games. This kind of game. He's good, he's great, but this season, for me, he has been in the shadows.
Yes, I agree with you there. He hasn't been as great because of the injuries, really. Because of the injuries. And I think Lewis Kelly in the last game or two, he was very good, especially against, I think in their last Premier League game that they played, Lewis Kelly was really good in that game. I would have liked to see him play actually in this one. Maybe give a rest to give a rest to Declan Rice. Maybe save him for the final game of the season, especially when they have the Champions League. But Odegaard, he is the captain. I would like to see him produce more, do a little bit more. So, yeah, that's my view on that.
Okay, what about Gyökeres? For me, Gyökeres will push. He was going to force the defenders of the opponent to stay back. Kayaba might not be able to do that. For me, that's going to be like a -1 when it comes to attack. Albert is great, but when it comes to you doing a lot of layback for the opponent defenders, I don't think Kayaba would do that kind of job. Just like playing against Atletico Madrid. That's what that's for me, that's the style of Burnley that I see.
Yeah, I agree with you because Gyökeres, now that I've understood his game and the way he's been used, Gyökeres is used to stretch the center halves, the defenders, to allow the wingers to have more creativity and get that attack flowing. I don't think Havertz is able to do that purely because he doesn't have that brute, that not brute, but that strength. I'm not saying it's not strong, but that strength just to draw defenders out of their position to allow the Arsenal attackers like Saka, Madueke, Martinelli, whoever it may be, to get into the final third and create opportunities. I don't think Havertz can do that.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Let's see as it goes for them. Mikel Arteta is going to be playing Burnley, and let's see what Arsenal still has. Do they still have something in the pot to give out? Do they still have some surprises? Do they still have some shockers? Do they still have some? I don't want to say high blood. I don't want to say high blood pressure because that's so funny. How can give somebody high blood pressure? Can give their fans. So hopefully today they get to the ball. Yeah, let's talk about the fact that Ousmane Dembele too. Injury scare ahead of the Champions League. Ousmane Dembele is looking as if he might not play in the Champions League final. Is that not going to be a big blow? Because that has been the reason why they've not been using him often. And now the biggest game is looking likely that he might not be able to play.
I mean, for PSG, I think obviously it's a big blow because Dembele is an impactful player for PSG, especially with that attack. I think that attack of Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Desiree Doe is a very dangerous attack. But one thing about PSG is that they have depth. They can replace him. Obviously, they will have to change a few things, but it's not as if like, oh, Dembele is injured. Our team play will absolutely scatter. It's not like that. They have Barcola on the bench who they can replace. Now, whether this will work in Arsenal's favor, I don't know. Obviously, the Champions League final is still 2 weeks away. Anything can happen in those 2 weeks. So it's better to finish the Premier League season first. Finish that first, and then we can talk about the Champions League final in the days to come.
Okay, let's talk before we wrap up. Let's talk about Jose Mourinho moving to Madrid. The Jose Mourinho we've always known is a no-nonsense person. He doesn't give chances to any insubordination, any insults, any lackadaisical attitude. Some of this attitude that has been evidently reviewed or portrayed by Real Madrid players. Do you think that these players will align, or the club will sack Jose Mourinho for those players? Because I don't think Jose Mourinho is going to pamper some of these players.
For a character like Jose Mourinho, and the character he is as a person and as a football manager himself, if he is experiencing any sort of ego in his team, he will pick them out one by one and tell them that you're not going to be playing for X amount of games. Because there is no way big players with egos let me not use ego, let me use attitude. If you have a bad attitude, like some are saying Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Bellingham, I think Mourinho is the right man to put them in line or give them some sort of punishment, because I don't think he will tolerate that.
Let's see as it goes. There. Time is running very, very fast, and also there's also put it there that Bologna, they are looking on how to plot Gift Orban, how to get him there, and also West Ham relegation could cost taxpayer £2.5 million annually. That's talking about London Mayor. Don't forget that West Ham over the weekend, and that's yesterday. I don't know what happened. They had a chance to have actually gotten a draw in that game. If you did you follow the game, Sam? West Ham against Newcastle.
I followed the game, and just to keep it short, they were very poor. Like, the team West Ham doesn't know who they are. They have lost their identity, and even at the end of the game, the fans were absolutely upset, booing the fans, booing the team, booing the players, and it's really shown an effect.
Wow. I can't even remember when was the last time West Ham went on relegation. This is going to be a long. Now it's talking about that London taxpayer may have to pay an extra £2.5 million if West Ham are relegated from the Premier League, because the club lease agreement for London Stadium. Under the 99-year lease agreement, West Ham could pay the Greater London Authority but have their current annual rent of £4.4 million. Let's see as it goes. I hope that they get back sooner. Okay, our time is fast forward. Thank you, Sam, for joining us this evening all the way from London. I wish your team all the best, and I believe by next week, a caller had already said that tomorrow, Man City will lose. Maybe by next week, I will be saying, congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. You fought the good fight of faith, and this is your trophy. This is your reward. Thank you so much for joining the show this evening, Sam.
Please have my bottle ready.
No problem. I got you. Okay, that will be the size of the program this season. Thank you so much, everyone that supported us this season. I don't know what to say, but I'm going there to watch the game in Emirates right away. God bless Nigeria. God bless WFM. God bless me. God bless every one of our fans there. Stay tuned. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.